Okay, we have a women's Shinola today. It's got a date and 12-hour clock on it. So, okay, I want to be really careful with the screws on the back here. These are fairly small and you want to be very careful not to slip. It's pretty easy to scratch the backs of these. So, okay. Okay. All right, all 4 screws loosened. Inside you can see we've got a 364, and there's a little retaining arm here and a couple of metal clips on the side here. So be extremely careful. You want to move this little retaining clip out to the side, but be careful not to bend it. Once those are bent, they are very difficult to ever get back in place, and also be very careful of the coil here. If you scratch that, unfortunately the watch is probably dead. So we're going to gently push this out of the way, and our our battery pops out. Take it out. Got a fresh one to go back in. Again, so you want to gently get the side under those clips. Try and do it all without touching the battery with your actual hands. Back in. Now we will put the case back on. You'll notice there's kind of a flat edge here, which aligns with the crown. Okay. Okay, now you want to be really careful when screwing the screws back in. You do not want to over tighten them and strip anything, but you also want to make sure they are tight enough to hold the case back on to maintain water resistance. So again, it's good to get them all 4 in and gently started. Don't tighten them until you've got all 4 in, just to help the seating pattern and getting the right amount of pressure. You can use a torque tool if you really want. A lot of the times, right, if you've done enough, you have a sense of sort of what's the right amount of pressure, and you know what you took out when you originally loosened them. Okay, so we've got all those 4 in. I will tighten them up again, but just to show you, setting the time, crown, pop out 1 position. Should have let us set the date, so we're going to set that to the 15th.